Well, it's just like riding a bike, you know. The more you talk to the Russian president, the easier it gets.
He's a great listener. That's the ironic thing. Doesn't know a word of English, but he's such a good listener.
Beware and warning and welcome, friends, to Choose Your Own Book Club. This is a podcast all about the Choose Your Own Adventure books and just the many adventures we get into along the way. Mm-hmm. So my name's Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
And today we're discussing a very special book with some very special friends. So from the getting down and wordy, I'm going to say it with more confidence. I don't say anything with confidence. I usually have to do 2 takes and everything.
That's true.
So from the Getting Down and Wordy podcast, we have both Hannah and Russell.
Hello.
Thank you so much for having us. We're so excited for this.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you with us.
Mm-hmm. You're our first podcast friends.
Awesome.
And so yeah, we're really excited about this. So I guess let's talk about what is your background with this book series, if you have one already.
I'm sure I read some of these when I was a kid. You know, it's like I remember being in elementary school and having that like enforced reading where like if you're not doing anything else, you have to be reading something.
Right.
Choose Your Own Adventure books were good because like you could just kind of flip around and you felt like you weren't really committed to a book. But I don't remember any specifically, but I read the Goosebumps Choose Your Own Path thing about the carnival, you know?
Yeah, give yourself goosebumps, yes. Mm-hmm.
It's so wild because like it was so creative. Like I remember at one point they asked you to like freeze some water into ice and then do something with the ice. And there's like a flip a coin and does it land on the book or the table or something?
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, it was wild. It set up such expectations that the rest of those books didn't really.
It's true. That first one like really makes you do the most stuff. And then the rest of them are like, are you wearing pants today?
Yeah, if you're wearing a sweater. There's a lot of sweater action. So then, Hannah, what is your relationship with this series?
Well, my experience with the Choose Your Own Adventure books are mostly with the Give Yourself Goosebumps series.
Okay.
Which was tremendous. I actually showed my dad the book that we're going to be doing, and he said, I had that one.
Oh.
Yeah, this is one of my dad's favorite genres as a little nerdy kid growing up in the 80s. He said that his trick used to be he would leave his finger in the last page as like a save point, and if he died, he'd be like, oh, just kidding.
Right, exactly. It was the original save scumming.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking to myself the other day, like, do you ever really finish a Choose Your Own Adventure book?
I mean, I feel like kind of like in video games now, like sometimes when there's multiple endings, there's usually like a true ending. I feel like sometimes there's a true ending for these books where it's like, it's very clear, like this was the ending that they intended.
Yeah. The most satisfying ending for sure. Or like, to me, it's like, it's sometimes you feel like you get to an ending and it's like you didn't die or anything. Something good happened, but it comes so early that it feels punitive somehow, you know? That happened a lot in this book today.
Yeah. I was saying that when I was reading it, I was like, this book didn't feel like it had any real, this is the one path. Like, this is the one ring, you know? Like, this is just like, there's this one, there's this one. It was just kind of like a lot of like,
Do you guys have a preference on that? Like, do you like these more open-ended, or do you kind of prefer, I guess, the RPG terminology is just like railroaded?
We prefer more tones than anything.
Yeah.
We prefer like crazier tones. Because this is easier to talk about, but it's also just wilder.
But it's more satisfying when there's kind of at least one path that feels like, oh man, that was really substantial and something happened. But then you still have a lot of other fun things that have gone on around it. This one I never had one where I felt like this was the one. This was the thing that happened to me. It all just felt like, okay, I think I need to go back and try to find the right one. I never felt like I had found the right one.
Satisfaction, yeah.
Yeah.
And I also felt like a lot of the branches were unbalanced, kind of like in those original ones where you would get like one branch that was super short and one branch that was super long. As the series goes on, they kind of balance it out a little bit more. It felt kind of back to that format of just one or two really long branches, and then everything else is just short branches like this. I have little T-Rex arms out.
It's a tree that has one arm that's like this, and the rest are like...
just like that. Thank you for the sound effects.
There are like several endings where he was kind of just like, and after that, some other stuff's going to happen. But this is the end. I'm not writing about this anymore. But rest assured, you did some more things after that.
Covered on the fan fiction page.
Well, I feel like, I guess we'll get into it, but I feel like the idea for this one was like Edward Packard would be like, hey, what if you had a genie? And like a genie that could grant wishes. And then he thought about it more and was like, no, that's too hard because genies give 3 wishes. And then how do I put that into the book? And I'll just make it a computer. This really like huge computer that's ridiculous. Yeah. And then so it can break down. So I don't have to do like 3 wishes. I think that was his compromise.
Okay. That makes sense.
That's my theory. I don't know if that's true or not.
I think there were a lot of genie-like beats in the story.
Definitely.
Definitely like, this is your wish, and is it a monkey paw wish or whatever? It seemed to keep happening. Well,
I guess we can start getting to the book. So we're going to start with our first and only segment, which is...
We have lots of segments.
We don't. We
sure
don't. We do. So our first segment is Choose Your Own Summary. So Abby, you're going to summarize this book in 60 seconds or less, but you can choose how you want to summarize it. So Russell and Hannah, you could see some of the magic behind how the sauce is made, because sometimes I come up with them ahead of time, sometimes I don't, and so we kind of have to figure out.
Do you not have?
I don't have one.
No. I could just get ChatGPT to write the summary for it.
Yes.
No.
The obvious answer is like a computer voice, like a robot voice.
Sure.
I have a good computer voice too.
I bet you do. You sound like you have a great computer voice.
Well, are we going to hear it or no?
Yeah, I would do it in my.
Well, are we going to hear? Are we going to?
I would do it in my robot voice.
That's your robot voice. That sounds like your normal voice.
I have a robot voice.
Okay,
I would do it in my robot voice. It would be good.
My robot voice is just, oh dear, oh dear. All right, so let's back up. So option number 1 is you're going to use like a ChatGPT to come up with a summary for this book.
Beautiful. I love it. Perfect.
You clearly didn't do that ahead of time.
Nope.
Option number 2 is you're going to do it in some sort of robot voice.
Meet more. I am a robot.
Now do it in your robot voice.
What?
It's your normal voice. So which one are you doing?
I'm going to do the ChatGPT one.
Okay, perfect.
Here's the prompt that I put into ChatGPT. And number 1, I don't like using AI as much as I can because moving down the world. But please write a summary of a choose your own adventure book about a supercomputer that is basically just like you, ChatGPT. It has to be a minute long.
Okay. Prompt.
Okay.
All right.
Right. So 60 seconds.
Okay.
Starts now.
In this Choose Your Own Adventure book, you interact with a highly advanced supercomputer named Synapse, which is eerily similar to a human-like AI. Set in a near future world, Synapse controls everything from your home's appliances to the global economy.
Oh, it's good.
The story presents you with a series of decisions where each choice impacts the balance between convenience, freedom, and privacy. You might decide to trust Synapse's guidance in solving a global crisis, or you could challenge its control, risking everything to expose hidden truths. This is actually kind of creeping me out. As you navigate through the story, you must weigh the potential of advanced AI to improve society against the darker consequences of its power. Now because I said this is like ChatGPT and then it's telling me this about itself, I'm getting really weirded out.
10 seconds.
Okay, hold on. Will you let Synapse lead you to a utopia, or will you rebel against the system it's built? The adventure is in your hands.
Wow.
That's almost exactly 1 minute.
Bad.
Yeah.
And that book sounds better than the book that we read.
Yeah. Like I don't think ChatGPT has read a choose your own adventure book, because it'd be more of like, and then you run into an alien or makes friends with you.
The name Synapse more than Conrad.
Yeah.
Synapse is actually
really good.
Yeah, Conrad is not a good
supercomputer
name.
No.
Does it stand for something? I never
It doesn't.
It out.
They just the company, they just randomly assign names. That's what I thought.
There's another one that's name is Brad. This one's Steven.
I'm Chet.
Two options. No, they're all Conrad and Brad, oddly enough. That's your only
If it was Chet, it could be called ChatGPT.
It should have been ChatGPT. The fact that the ChatGPT wrote that about itself, and it's like, ooh, you're giving over power to the ChatGPT and it's going to take over the world. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was pretty insidious. That was like
dark turn.
Oh, you want to hear about a story about me? Well, here we go. End of the world.
It's fantasy.
I think it's just an echo chamber of just like what has been written about AI before.
Right.
Oh, I know.
Right.
I'm going to pull from here.
Right.
Without really knowing anything. So it sounds worse.
It's a big dumb ape, right?
So I guess let's just get into this book. Feel free to chime in at any time with any comments. So you won a computer programming contest last month, and your prize just arrived. So I mean, if you won a contest, you would assume that you already have a computer. And it doesn't say.
and you, the protagonist in the book, you really appear to have never used a computer or know anything about them, which is amazing.
Like imagining you just like writing it down by hand.
Yeah, you were doing you're writing your code in a notebook.
If this, then that. When there's kind of a weird one, there's usually a special warning. There wasn't a special warning in this book, but there was a diagram of how a computer works.
yeah, true. I really love that. So on the title page, that picture of the computer. It made me feel so nostalgic for this time when like we were like optimistic about how computing would be and the technology of the future, and like they looked at this thing with like its little disk drive and tiny monitor screen, and they were like, "Oh man, this thing is awesome," which it really is.
I mean,
in a way that like
a printer attached to the computer.
Exactly. Perfect. I like that was just like one big thing. It's not like, oh, we're not going to have to swap out parts at any part.
No.
You know, it's all going to be fine.
And ironically, there's no ending where the printer part runs out of ink and then you have to pay like $500. Like in the book? Like you choose to put generic ink or name brand ink in, and then you put the generic ink in and it murders you, you know.
What do you mean I need more magenta? I just replaced the entire cartridge.
I'm printing it black and white. Dang it.
Why are you making beans about this frickin' paper jam? I can't even open up the cartridge and see where the paper is jamming. It's all internal.
You're always one big computer.
I thought when I saw the image that like the computer was going to be printing out everything that it said, but now honestly, I don't know if that was.
I think it speaks to you. That's how I assumed it.
In a voice.
Print stuff at one point, though.
So yeah, there's an illustration Abby will post on our Instagram of what the computer looks like.
By the way, like so, it's like, and this is not interesting at all, but there's all these.
That's this like, podcast, though, Russell.
Exactly, it's interesting by podcast standards. So they've got the diagram, and they've got like, what is it? Optical scanner. It points to it. There's one arrow that's pointing to nothing. There's no text for it. It's right under the optical scanner. Do you see that?
I see.
Yeah.
I looked at this picture for way too long, but I really loved it. Like it reminded me of being in elementary school where the computers were all like 20 years older, and we had computers like this. I mean, honestly, and like as a kid, like those little green screen computers were incredible.
So yeah, your prize just arrived. You are the lucky owner of a Gen Comp AI 32.
Yeah, I am.
6th generation computer. Good thing we have the serial number 2183, name Conrad.
Heck yeah.
And so, yeah, it doesn't say why the name Conrad was given.
Is it like when you adopt a dog and you get to rename it if it's not too old?
If it's not too old.
Yeah, just change the name a little bit. You know, you could call him like a Conroy or something.
Right.
Conrad.
He still kind of knows you're talking to him. Yeah.
Right. Come here, Conrad.
These are the kind of like choose your own adventure choices we needed to have but didn't. Like,
if you want to change your computer name to Fluffy, turn to page 39.
Yes, totally. I would have absolutely renamed it.
So you've set the computer up in your room, It's miniaturized, so it's not much larger than a TV set. But then, of course, you're going to turn the page.
So in like the 80s.
Yes, with your tubes.
Right.
Because then you turn the page, and this computer is taking up like all of your desk.
It's massive.
It's huge.
He had a big TV.
Oh yeah, that's how big TV sets were in the 80s.
That computer is like 8 toddlers.
It's a lot of toddlers if toddlers are the what we're basing any kind of measurements on.
Yeah, we're from America. We're basing it on anything except for inches.
Definitely.
Anything.
Yeah,
it's 2 Ariana Grandes.
It's awkwardly long too. It's a wild like form factor for a computer. Like you actually look like you probably built that table like spur of the moment
specifically for
on actually.
So yeah, you open up the box and you begin to read the instruction booklet, and so this is what long. It's very long, but we can just kind of glance through it. So the AI-32 is an intelligent computer unlike any other machine before it. For that reason, there is no need to learn how to work it. Why do you need an instruction booklet then?
Right, why do you need this book?
So all you gotta do is just press the button marked instruction mode, then introduce yourself in an ordinary conversational voice. Your computer will answer back. So basically what you need to do then is you need to describe to the computer who you are, your age, like where you go to school, your hobbies, and what sports you play.
You have to give it all the data that it can then sell to other corporations. And
exactly, yes.
I love how the instruction booklet assumed that this would be going to a child as well. It's like, tell it what school you go to. Tell it which boy you have a crush on.
Exactly, yeah.
Tell it what your favorite episode of Belvedere is.
Well, I like to think that it's all that, but then also your social security information and
exactly.
Your mother's maiden name.
Exactly.
What products do you buy? So we get this nice illustration, and it has the protagonist. It has you. I thought in this one they did a pretty good job of making them more or less gender non-specified.
Yes,
but also like kind of a terrifying vibe. This little lawyer girl, you know.
No, speaking as somebody who was a freckly kid, that freckly kid is thinking evil thoughts.
I mean, the haircut isn't doing them any favors. That's for sure.
No. And they also have
Should we say what year this book came out? Because I do think it's relevant.
We're 84.
84.
84, December 84.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're still in this instruction manual. But it says, caution, because of GenCom's extraordinary new manufacturing method, which incorporates, this is all just nonsense, incorporates genetically engineered organic biochips.
Genetic. This is the horrifying part.
Yeah.
Genetically engineered organic biochips. That's that.
Yeah, so I read it as they're putting a little
Conrad.
Right. They're putting like a little living human-like mind in there.
There's a little tissue sample.
Well, they don't specify what kind of chip. It could be potatoes.
Well, they said biochip.
True. Potatoes have genes. I mean, that's the thing
most people don't know. A biochip.
Yes.
Technically.
Yeah, they're just trying different flavors of Doritos to see which one is the hardest. Right?
There's barbecue in here.
It's flavor blasted. So yeah, but basically because there's these special kind of chips, flavor blasted or otherwise, there's a high degree of variation among individual computers, just as there are among people. So there's a slight chance that Conrad will be smarter than this type of computer. There's also a chance it might be kind of a dum-dum. It might be the Peter of computers.
Or like when you grab a chip out of the bag and it's got a lot of flavor on it, or the ones that are like not very flavory.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. True. And they're not quite as
flavory chip.
So basically,
sometimes you'll get a perfectly straight Cheeto, and it's just like, what are you doing, dude?
Those ones are genetically bioengineered.
Yeah, and you know, I was so hoping that one of the paths was going to be, oh, you got a dumb computer, but it just didn't happen. I was so disappointed. I wanted the dumb Conrad playthrough, you know.
Oh man,
you had one Conrad
where Conrad was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Google it.
One Conrad who's just like, I don't know, you just want to like watch TV all day.
Exactly. Basically, if your computer is too smart or too stupid, you got to call Gen Com and they will like adjust it for you.
Mm-hmm.
So then from there, you turn the computer on and the computer says, good morning. That's my computer. That's my Conrad voice.
I love that.
Good morning. I am your model A132 6th generation computer. My name is Conrad.
Good Lord.
And then so you say, good morning, Conrad. I'd like to tell you my family
He's
in
like,
school.
Shut up.
Exactly. And then Conrad's like, that won't be necessary. I can tell all I need to know from voice print analysis.
He's like, shut up, let me talk.
Yeah, I mean, no one ever asked Conrad about his family in school. So like,
I've got stuff to say.
The grown-ups are talking.
Cram it, human.
So yeah, you're surprised at this response because the instruction book is wrong, or there's something wrong with Conrad. So this is your first real choice: is if you decide to call the Gen Com lab and ask for advice, you turn to page 5. If you decide to try and work with the computer yourself, turn to page 12. We'll get into individual run-throughs in a bit, but you texted me earlier and said, hey, Dr. Nera Vivaldi is a character in this book. Just as a little bit of background, Nera Vivaldi she kind of makes an appearance in a lot of the Packard books. And she's kind of one of the very few reoccurring characters. Mm-hmm. You basically have to call the lab to get to her.
Yeah.
And
it's
so
like the most passive thing in the world. I saw the name Dr. Vivaldi and I was like, shut up. No. I was like, Nera Vivaldi is in this book. And so I was like, okay, I'd read it like 6-7 times and I could never find it. And I was like, I'm going to have to backward engineer this. So I was like going through, I'm looking at the bottom of the page. You know, you can do that where you're like, okay, I have to get to page 10 to find her. So I'm looking everywhere at the bottom of the page, like, all right, anywhere where it says.
You're like when a like game hacker opens the debug menu and they're like, okay, where's this line of text coming from? And then you like
exactly
backwards engineer the playthrough.
Right.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
Backwards engineer how I can find her, or trying to find Dr. Vivaldi to see if it's actually Dr. Nera Vivaldi. And I did find it eventually. And I was like, oh my God, it is her. I was so excited. And then when I actually found the way to get there, I was like, there's no way that I would have ever found this, but Peter would find this right away.
Right. Because apparently you have to call the lab.
And then while you're like talking to the lab, they're like, okay, wait and don't do anything. Don't touch the computer. Don't talk to it. And then the computer is like, hey, man, hey, come in here and plug me into the internet. It'll be fine. It'll be cool.
It's fine.
Nothing's going to happen.
It's fine.
And if you do that,
the 80s, there's nothing bad on the internet.
Exactly. If you plug it in, then you never find Nera Vivaldi. But if you don't plug it in, then Nera Vivaldi shows up. You're like, call her, and you're like, hey, girl.
It's almost like there's just nothing else going on. So like, it's like you had to think of something to happen there while you're just sitting with your unplugged computer.
I love that the writer had to plan for those kids that were afraid of breaking the rules. Just give them something to do while they.
And also the kids who are on their computer all the time and their only friend is a weird adult that they probably met online, which is like, how do I know this Vivaldi? Like, okay, I'm a kid. Seems like I don't have a lot going on. And then there's this one path where they're like, oh, and by the way, you've been on many adventures like Johnny Quest style with this strange woman, you know?
And that's the only way you can find her. But she's in like 4 other books. And then it makes it seem like you have been on all these adventures with her. So all those books are connected.
Right. What? It's the same kid in each of the books, which makes it really...
it makes it very weird.
Kind of an amazing life, yeah.
Right?
Do you think Vivaldi is like the author's self-insert?
No, he really does insert himself, actually.
Yeah, he literally inserted himself in one.
Wow.
But I gotta wonder, is it someone he knows? Is it like his wife, his sister?
I trust her. She's so smart and she gets me out of everything bad.
But anyway, the reason I didn't get to Vivaldi is because, again, so you can decide to call Gen Com Lab because there's something wrong with the computer, or you can decide to try and work with the computer for yourself. In my opinion, I was like,
you don't want to talk on the phone to somebody?
Well, that too. But also, I was like, hey, Conrad, let me tell you all about my life. And then Conrad's like, no, you don't got to do that. I was like, phew. I don't want to talk to anybody about me. Sure. It sounds awful. So that's why I didn't do the passive choice.
He needs to know about me. That's so convenient.
So to me, this sounds like, yeah, baby, I'm ready to go. I don't need to call Gen Con. This computer already knows me. So anyway.
Did any of us choose to call Gen Con in their first wonder?
No. I was
No.
like, well, let's see why he thinks he knows me so well. Like, if I'm being honest with myself, if a computer seems too smart, I'm not going to call for help. Like, let's see how smart this computer is. I only call for computer services when the computer's too stupid.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think just like colored by our modern times, like I only call customer service if I absolutely have to. You know, it's like, and I don't have positive. I'm not very optimistic about their like the help they're going to give me. You know, so it just seemed like just not the thing I would do in real life. So I was like, well, I don't think I will do it here either.
Well, and I wasn't going to snitch on him.
That's what I was going to call it the Geek Squad.
No. You know what? If he's too smart, guess what? That's fine. He's fine the way he is. I'm not going to tell on him. I'm not going to tell a bunch of cops on him.
Narc.
Right.
You are beautiful in every single way. Christina Aguilera taught us that.
Even if he was too stupid, I would have been like, oh, well. That's the way he is. You know what?
Oh, right.
I would. I would be like, guess what? I'm just going to hang out and watch TV with my dumb computer.
I would love that, honestly. Why don't we have a watch TV with me mode on our computer?
Right?
So
I would love to hear what my computer has to say about the shows I'm watching.
So it sounds like everybody did the active choice of trusting the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we trust.
And so then, from there you go to page 12, and basically says, Conrad says, like, hey, I will help you, but you got to follow the golden rule of, treat others the way you want to be treated, and also like you have to trust me.
Yeah, snitches get stitches.
That one gave me pause. You must expect me to act honestly.
Yes.
In my experience, that anybody who says that you have to expect me to be honest all the time, I don't expect that they're going to be honest about anything.
That's true.
It's a pretty rough thing to put into a children's book, just totally unexamined. It almost no negative consequences. Like Conrad, I don't think is very evil generally. There's like maybe a couple things where he's evil, but for the most part, Conrad's like a pretty chill robot dude.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Well, it was back in 1984. They were still optimistic about what the internet could be.
It's true. Yeah, Edward Packard in general, when you're reading his like robot-y kind of books, he is really like optimistic about technology.
Mm-hmm. Or just this life in general, I feel.
Yeah, he's the best. Aww. He really is the sweetest.
So you agree to these terms, and then Conrad, his screen like starts to glow a little bit, and that means he's smiling.
Yeah, which is a little weird.
Yeah. Yep. Not ominous at all. And then there's this picture of you with your kind of clown nose and your clown face, and you're like smiling back at the void. And it looks very weird.
My best friend.
I do like that the keyboard is ergonomic. That's good for that little 12-year-old's carpal tunnel syndrome.
For sure. Right? And that the monitor is up at a nice height. It's good for your eyes. Good for your posture.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true? They had it all figured out back then. Here we are today, like with a laptop in our lap, elbows out.
Oh, it's too light. I can carry this anywhere. I don't like that. That gets us to the first like choices for this branch. Mm-hmm. So Conrad asks, "What would you like to do today?" You say, "Oh, maybe let's do some video games." Mm-hmm. And Conrad's like, "Wrong answer."
Oh my God. You disgusting little freak. You would use me like that?
Mm-hmm. And then, Conrad says, you might as well buy a fancy sports car and then drive it around the parking lot. or use a space shuttle to go to the grocery store. Burn, Conrad.
No.
I do think that it's a very sick 80s burn. Be like me. Think. That's so corny in like a 1980s sort of bully way.
Mm-hmm.
Like the nerd becomes the bully.
Yeah, I mean, ChatGPT would never ask us to think our own thoughts, and that's what I was
true. That's very true.
No.
Why don't I tell you what you think?
The choices that you come up with are, if you tell Conrad you'd like him to help you make $1 million, turn to page 4. If you tell Conrad you'd like him to prevent war, turn to page 14. If you'd like to learn the secret of the universe, turn to page 28. Again, we all kind of picked this path.
Oh, yeah.
Hannah and Russell, what did you pick for the first run?
For the first one, I went for learning the secret of the universe.
Oh, I never did that one.
Yeah. No, I was kind of, thank you. Yeah, I was really kind of expecting deep thoughts a little bit.
Well, that's what everybody who knows me knows I'm a big capitalist, always on that grind. So I chose the money. I just thought, like, again, thinking about real life, like I would never ask an AI the meaning of life and expect it to give me something that I actually would have any faith in or belief in. So
I just thought, certainly not.
The only thing that's actually useful here is the money thing. So I went for the money.
I did the war. I did preventing war. And that was a very weird branch.
That was maybe dumb Conrad. Because like his actions for preventing war were really dumb. So
yeah, they were stupid.
Let's just call up the president, right?
Just ask him. Just tell him, hey, no war.
President. Mm-hmm. We could do either one.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever, same difference.
Easy, honestly. And this was 1984, like height of the Cold War, and they simplified it to that. Are you kidding?
Right.
Like those are the only two options. It was just it was a joke. Mm-hmm. It was horrible.
But there was a cool moment when we tried to call the Russian premier.
Yeah.
That you pointed out. Conrad's like, hey, I'm gonna plug you in with the Russian premier and go. And you're like, wait, I don't know what to do. I'm nervous. And then, but you like this line, and it says, of course you're nervous, says Conrad, who seems to have a slight amount of impatience in his voice. But you don't want to be someone who doesn't do something just because you're nervous. If you don't do it, you'll be even more nervous the next time. And if you do it, you'll be less nervous next time.
I did like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Actual good lesson for kids. And honestly, I didn't know they knew that in the 80s. I thought that was like new psychology. I didn't know that until as an adult, I realized, oh, wait, right. Doing things makes you less scared. Like not avoiding things is good.
This is the anxiety avoidance technique that I've been trying to learn in therapy for years.
Yeah.
And then I read this book and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I could have just been doing this.
It's crazy though, because like actually my therapist told me, you just call the Russian president every day, even if you don't feel like it. And it builds your confidence. And it really does,
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just like riding a bike, The more you talk to the Russian president, the easier it gets.
He's a great listener. That's the ironic thing. Doesn't know a word of English, but he's such a good listener.
A lot of active listening too. Like I'm hearing that. That's more vampire-ish.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not gonna do it.
Yeah. I have good Russian accent. I do good Russian.
I'm hearing
you talk. Oh,
have you considered eating more chocolate with your breakfast?
It's not really mental health related, Dr. Chocula.
Part of a balanced breakfast. If you eat everything else in this commercial, blah.
Your Chocula is a little Italian. Like
I don't know, because I'm doing the hands though too. So that
do the hands, yeah.
Sends it over to Italy for sure.
1 chocolate donut, 2 chocolate donuts.
How about let's get to Secrets of the Universe path?
Yeah. Okay, so Secrets of the Universe, turn to page 28.
So I didn't do this one at all. So Abby and Hannah, if you can walk us through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Abby needs to compose herself a little bit.
Number one, you tell Conrad that you want to know the secret of the universe, and he's like, yeah, me too, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was looking in the Library of Congress for some reason. Like, it's probably already
He looks at
there.
the Library of Congress for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love libraries, so thanks, buddy.
No, I do appreciate that. This was before Google and before Wikipedia and all of that stuff. So Library of Congress was the best option.
Yeah, and as I've often suspected, you librarians do know the secret. You're just not telling us.
Usually.
It's like we gotta get the paid library membership, and then you'll tell us.
Yeah, you have to subscribe.
So, I mean, just for the listeners a little bit, like, you guys already know the secret of the universe, so you'll have to let us know if Conrad's answer is close or if it's warm or cold.
Yeah.
Hotter is it chocolate cereal based?
I love that he's like telling you he's looking through all these things in the Library of Congress, and you're like, oh, do you think you're ever going to be able to find the answer? And he's like, maybe we just may not be able to understand it any more than a dog could understand what can be obtained by reading a book. And it's like, are you calling me a dog? Yeah, bad looking. Gosh.
That's how you took it?
No, I was just being funny.
Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that's what this podcast is about, was making jokes at me.
Oh my God, Conrad. He's like, you could hold a book up in front of a dog and say it's a book and rifle the pages and point to the type and page numbers and show him how many words there are. And then dog would still not begin to grasp what it's about. And we may be like that when it comes to understanding the secret of the universe. And that's basically what he says about it. And it's like, thanks for that.
Yeah.
You could just say you don't know it, Conrad. You don't.
Yeah, just say there really isn't one.
Right.
Yes.
And again, it's a little bit like the deep thoughts. They need to plug into a different computer and ask that different computer in order to get the answer 42. And we, as humans, just don't understand what 42 means because we don't fully understand the question. I do appreciate this sort of tie into Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm. But he's like, I just might need a couple days, right? You're like,
so
okay.
We give him a couple of days.
We give him a couple of days. You go to school the next day. You come back, front door to your house, messed up, like the lock's all jacked up, door kicked in. Someone's broken into your house.
And
you go to your room.
Okay.
Why are your parents not at home?
I don't know if you have parents. You're a little orphan with a supercomputer as your papa. So yeah, you are like, oh my God, what am I going to do? You look down, and on the ground by the front door is a curled up roll of paper. See, I told you he prints stuff.
Okay.
It's a printout from Conrad.
Yeah.
Like, being stolen. So he's currently being stolen, and he's printing out a note to you. Like, hello, child. If you call the police, it might put your life in danger. Have faith that I can escape and return to you. On what legs? Like, what are you doing? So you're so mad, you're worried, but like, what are you going to do? You have to decide to call the police or wait and hope that Conrad will escape.
Also, straight up, if I was a robber and I was robbing a stupid 12-year-old's house, and I could just write a note that said, hey, don't call the cops. Hi, I'm your stuff. I'm going to come back to you. I'll return to you. It's fine.
That's a great life hack. Yeah. Next time I rob somebody, I'm going to put a little note.
But also imagine like them like holding this huge computer, like
right. It took like 7 guys to walk it out.
Mm-hmm. And they
one of them now has back problems because of it.
Right. Hannah, did you call the police or no?
Oh gosh, no, of course not. I
didn't either.
To wait and hope Conrad would escape. Yeah,
I trusted him implicitly.
He said that he was good, that it was going to put my life in danger if I called the cops. And he is a supercomputer. He is very smart. Mm-hmm. Russell, Peter, what about you? Are you calling the cops, or did you?
I didn't do this branch,
but would you?
Yeah,
I probably would have. Yeah,
yeah.
Peter would have. He's scared. Anyway, we both did not call the cops then. So we do nothing. And then weeks later, you see a headline in the newspapers that jolts you out of your socks. Master criminal trapped by stolen computer.
Yeah, because you know when you're a kid and you read the newspaper every morning front to back.
Exactly.
See how your stocks are doing.
Right.
The past is a foreign country. We have no idea. Like, I scroll in the morning, like, all the time. If I was 12 years old with Google, I would scroll through the news articles every morning for sure.
So yeah, we're just sitting around reading the news as you do, reading your news, eating your chocolate Cocoa Puffs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's canon.
And then the next day we get a knock on our door and 2 policemen are outside. And between them,
well. Looks like I've saved the day.
Well, not really, because they show you Conrad on a cart and he is jacked up.
Okay.
That's a great illustration. Yeah.
Fully beat up.
He's so messed up.
And they say,
and the cops, they look so pleased with themselves, like they did something good.
They say
it looks like in Office Space when the dudes all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say you're going to be proud of your computer because he tricked the computer wizard and jewel thief Victor Ridwell into giving them the evidence that they need to convict him. But then they say, we're afraid to tell you that the thieves knocked him up a bit. And I'm like, number one, knocked him up is a very different terminology. But that's not a bit. That's a lot. Like, come on.
Yeah, I think the police were interrogating the computer. They thought it was a gun.
Your computer is messed up and he will not turn on. Obviously, his screen is smashed in. You have to take him in for repairs.
Which brings up an interesting point, because I think this is the first time we hear, well, in this branch at least, the first time that we hear other people refer to Conrad using he, him pronouns instead of it is.
Yeah.
Or it's, which is insidious, I think.
Yeah. It's a little strange.
Has a busted up like screen and he's all dented and everything, but he absolutely has a gender.
Yeah. Like, do you ever think about Siri as a woman?
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, but I'm sure, like, as you know, as the technology progresses, that's something we might have to think about.
I mean, people do refer to their cars as.
Yeah.
I don't.
My house is Denise. She's a lady.
She's a lady.
Your house is a
lady.
Yeah.
But it's also funny, like with ChatGPT, I hate to keep bringing it up, but I guess since it doesn't have a person's name, I don't think people gender it. I never hear people say he said or something.
Right. I guess it kind of comes back. What was that movie with Scarlett Johansson that was like literally called Her? Exactly. It was literally called Her. So maybe that's just the how we're going to refer to the more advanced AIs. This is a less advanced AI, so it's a him.
Yeah. Like, remember when you had like the individual like Tom-Toms and stuff like that?
Tamagotchis? Remember when you had Tamagotchis?
No. Map things.
Yeah, I get it now.
You'd have a Tom-Tom and you could choose the voice.
Right?
Yes.
Sure.
Female voice. People think about them as then like, oh, this is my female Tom-Tom. This is my male Tom-Tom.
Yeah, I know.
I had so many relatives who had a Tom-Tom, and I was like low-key affected because they were like, oh, obviously I have to have my Tom-Tom with a male voice because I don't want a woman telling me where to go. What? Are you kidding? What?
I have heard that before.
It's a robot. It's a robot with a map in it.
They're saying the same thing, but the emotional response is so different when it's like when you combine the social views of women giving instructions. It's so weird.
I put the Legends of the Hidden Temple guy voice on mine. every day feels like an adventure, you know.
I love it.
So Conrad is messed up.
Okay, Conrad's super messed up. You can take him to the GenuComp lab, and they're basically like, okay, we're going to try to turn him on. And he's like, main program, hype, require hype, main, hype, system, hype. He's a DJ. He turns into a DJ.
Another one.
So we found out the stupidest form of Conrad is a DJ.
Yeah.
Kind of a YouTube bro, you know.
Yeah. Hype. 10-9, hype. It's just him just saying hype in words. And so then they're like, okay, the guy's name is McCurd.
I do love McCurd. Like, he's totally like offering that as if he's especially in the 1980s, isn't just going to get ripped on by a bunch of schoolyard bullies. McCurd, more like maturd.
Yeah, right there. It's right there.
It really is. Yeah.
So they're like, we're going to have to
Anna, you're way too good at that.
I wish I could take credit. It was very easy with McCurd.
Yeah, it rhymes immediately. So they're like, we're going to take out his cerebral module. And you're like, what's going to happen? They're like, he's probably never going to be normal. He's just going to be a stupid, plain old computer. You're like,
and in anthropomorphic terms, he's gone crazy. We can't have a crazy computer. You have to have a stupid one.
Yeah, you can have a dumb computer. And so they're like, you can either let us take out his cerebral module and have a dumb computer, or you can let Dr. Hans Zorba, who's like the most genius computer scientist in the world, but he kind of crazy. You can let him try to fix it. So which one did you do, Hannah?
Oh my God, absolutely Dr. Zorba.
Yeah, me too.
100% wow. Dr. Zorba.
I was like, I don't know. Crazy sounds kind of fun.
I trust Edward Packard for sure.
Yeah. And with a name like Dr. Hans Zorba, I was like, what could go wrong?
I absolutely like Dr. Hans Zorba is the name of somebody that you trust.
Right. He sounds German. He sounds crazy. They said he's crazy. I was like, this is going to go great.
And they said something like, you can go in person with your computer, but we don't advise that, which was really great.
They're like we're not coming with you.
How are they affiliated? Like this company that just like recommends this mad scientist.
You can go by yourself. They push you towards it and then they back away.
Yeah.
So I went there and Hannah went there and
Peter Russell, what would you choose if you were in this little protagonist's shoes?
Peter would never. He would have.
I would have said just not compute. Like I would have melted down with the computer and just been like, I don't know what to do.
I did go through this run through, and of course it's just like it's the interesting choice, right? So like it's either this or just do nothing with your computer. So I was really curious to meet this Dr. Zorba, and he also seemed like just like Vivaldi. He seemed like kind of this like bigger character, like maybe he had been in other books or something, but no other Zorbas.
So, but maybe
you bring it there and Zorba starts typing immediately and formulas flash on the screen. And
very, very quickly, I do want to point out that Edward Packard has absolutely no affection for McTurd because McTurd agrees to take you to Zorba, but only after, quote, pausing to blow his nose. That's not necessary. That's something that you just put in there to be like, ugh, McTurd.
They're like, this guy's an idiot who can't fix computers. What a dum-dum.
What a loser.
He has boogers. What a gross booger haver.
Right? Ew. I know every kid in the world would be like, yuck. I don't want him ruining my computer. So yeah, Zorba comes in and he's like, all right, this computer has brain damage, but I can fix it. And then he's like, all right, Conrad, this is your new master program. You will always obey my orders. And you're like, what the flip? No, I thought he was supposed to obey my orders. And then
this is my computer. He should be listening to me.
And then Zorba's like, no, your computer is nothing. I'm the best in the world. Everybody loves Hans Zorba. I am going to use this computer to take over the world and kill everybody and everything. Basically, I'm summarizing. It doesn't really say that. That's basically what he means.
Why doesn't he just get a new computer at that point, though? Like,
he's like,
because he won
destroyed
Conrad.
It. And I'm like, if he's such a genius, why didn't he just make Conrad in the first place? Why didn't he just do it himself?
Oh my God.
He needed Conrad.
So true.
If he was so smart, he would have done it already himself.
I hate whenever you take your pet to the vet, and then the vet's like examining them, and then they're like, by the way, this is my pet now. Lose your pet. You gotta get another one.
Right?
It happens to me every time.
You are like, okay, I need to get out of here. So you can either run for the door or try to intervene and get Conrad to follow your orders. What did you do?
So what did you choose, Abby?
I tried to intervene and get Conrad to follow my orders. Because I was like, I can fix him.
Me too.
I can fix him.
I can change him.
100%.
I can change him.
All he needs to do is remember that we're best friends.
Yeah. Exactly. And so I was like, Conrad!
Computer that I talked to for 20 minutes once. Yeah, if you choose the other ending, there's like a really, really bleak one. Like you go to the attic or something.
Oh, that's when you choose
there's a couple choices. Oh, that's when you choose that one? Oh. You're right. Yeah.
If you run, like you get away and the cops go back and like Zorba and the computer are gone. Like weeks later, you're on a field trip at like a robot lab or something. And all of a sudden, like the robots go crazy and this one robot picks you up and starts like squeezing you to death. And then you look over at the door and Zorba and Conrad are there. And Conrad's like got like a glowing red hell eye. And he's like, I'm going to kill you. And you're like, oh my God, Conrad, what is going on?
This is supposed to be a friendship for the ages. And you just made it bad.
Then you're like getting crushed to death. But then like the security guard like tackles Zorba. And then Conrad stops crushing you to death with the robot. And you go over and you're like, what was that? What was that? And he's like, I knew I was doing it the whole time. I knew I was doing it the whole time.
So convenient, Conrad.
Yeah.
So convenient.
He's like, the whole time I was just using Zorba, essentially, to like get fixed and I was going to come back to you. You're like...
And that's usually most of the endings is it's just Conrad kind of fixes it for you.
Yeah.
Whether you wanted him to or not. And then most of the endings are just kind of happy and...
Yeah. But if you try to intervene... Zorba throws you up into the attic.
Yeah.
Like, locks you up there. And
which,
then
by
you
the way,
find...
terrifying illustration.
Yeah, absolutely. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's like...
Look at those. He's got bolts on the outside of his door. Like, you're not escaping. You've got 2 keys and bolts. What are you doing?
No. So then it's like on the floor, there's matches, newspapers, a hammer, rope, drill, and and that's it. So it's like you can use those things to escape. So you have to decide if you're going to make a plan using the matches, newspaper, and hammer, or use a plan using the rope, drill, and hammer.
So what do we think? We can do matches, newspapers, hammer, rope, drill, hammer.
I did the rope, drill, hammer because I was
too.
Power drill seems like a better option than matches. What am I going to do? Burn the place down?
Yeah, that seems
stupid. I'm inside.
Logical for sure.
So I used the drill because there was like a window, and I used the drill to make like small drill holes all the way around the window.
Yeah.
It was one of those like slatty kind of windows.
Mm-hmm.
Once I had enough holes all the way around, I kicked the window out, and then I used the rope to like rappel down.
What was the noise?
And
I love it.
Yeah. And then I was out and I ran off to a store and I was like, hey, some guy kidnapped me and my computer. And he called the cops for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was my very first ending. It's the attendant said, you're a pretty smart kid. And you tap your head with your finger and say, I've got a smart computer up here.
Yeah. I was like,
shows that you don't understand how anything works.
But what does it have to do with like learning anything about the universe?
Right.
Great.
That the universe is terrible.
All you learned about the universe is that you can't trust men named Hans.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the universe is like brutal and everyone's horrible and
yeah.
Yeah.
A terrible place with terrible people. That's what I learned about the universe.
You need a book for that.
No.
Or a computer for that. Really.
I think if you pick the matches one, that's where you get the ending where you just literally never get out of the attic. Yeah. It's like, it doesn't say you die, but it's kind of like, well, you have to try to think of something else. And then.
No, exactly. You know. It's like, oh, you light the newspapers on fire and you throw them out the window. Like you use the hammer to like knock the slats out. You're like trying to start a fire outside so that smoke will get people to notice that you're there. And then it's like, you never get out. Maybe you die up there. Who knows? It's very
Hans was actually a serial killer. You are going to get eaten.
Yeah.
I mean, he had bolts on his attic door.
Yeah.
Like he was prepared for this.
So how about let's do, if we want to do money, the money storyline, and then maybe wrap it up.
Yeah.
So you did the money storyline, Russell.
I did. Yeah. It's kind of like he helps you invest in the stock market, basically.
The first thing though, he says is, hey, I can help you get money. or I can just help you be happy. So what would you want to do?
Yeah.
I thought Conrad's whole thesis of like, oh, actually, poor people are very happy and rich people are very unhappy was a little bit patronizing. So I picked just make me rich. And
right?
I think he just does
poor and I'm not.
He just does the stock market thing.
Yeah.
And basically, then it describes, you have this like big house with 2 swimming pools and a car and
7 maids.
He asks you, do you want to be even richer? And you can say, yes, make me even richer, or let's actually do something else.
Right.
At that point, it's like forced Elon Musk conversion therapy, where then you have to go into space, like
that's exactly what happens.
It's just so funny that you're like, okay, if you're really rich, what would you do next? And he came to the conclusion of, okay, do space stuff, which is actually exactly what we see today,
I also like that this is the first time that we have a clue that this kid actually does have a family and isn't an orphan, because he buys this giant house for himself and his family. Like,
that's true.
How sweet
it's also the first time the computer actually does anything.
Yeah, anything useful.
Russell, what did you do? Did you do space, or did you do more money?
I did space because, of course, that sounds very interesting compared to the other thing.
Because I didn't do this. I did the more money.
I do like that the more money part has an illustration of a butler bringing you just what looks like the most extravagant milkshake.
How much can milkshakes cost? Like, you can buy those. You don't have to be a billionaire to buy a milkshake.
Okay, it specifically says you use a silver straw, though, to suck them up.
And it's made out of milk and chocolate, and there's money blended
into
it.
And it's brought to you by a butler?
Yeah, I can't imagine how much a butler would cost.
I would love
anybody with a butler.
My kids call my husband the butler of the family.
Ah, that's cute. I'm sure they love him.
They do. He doesn't love being called that, though.
So, like, you go to space, and they don't really give you a choice in that matter. At that point, you're going. They want you to go check out like some kind of weird object that's moving in a way that a natural object like a meteor shouldn't be moving.
Oh, yes.
It's kind of unclear why they want you to go. It's like at that point, I guess, your supercomputer is famous for being so smart. You're going towards the object, and Conrad seems to be malfunctioning. He tells you to go into the object. Well, first he tells you it's for sure an alien object. He can tell by calculating the movement patterns. And you're being sucked in, and he says something like, no, it's a paradox. You have to go in to get out.
Right? Yes.
And then you get to choose whether or not to trust Conrad. Mm-hmm. And for me, since he is already malfunctioning, and he's just like a AI bot anyway, I didn't really trust him at that point. I pulled out of it.
Yes.
And
that's the right answer.
And that is the right answer, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, like, Conrad says, no, this was actually a society of intelligent machines like me. Mm-hmm. And then he unalives himself.
Yes. So he dies of a broken heart, basically.
Of a broken heart. Yeah, because he wanted to be with the other AI machines.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe he was always from a different planet.
But it's also like, we didn't destroy the object. We didn't even leave. I mean, we can shoot you towards the object, man. Like, he really gave up incredibly fast.
We've got like a garbage chute. We'll just like
just plop you out there. I mean, it has some kind of suction. It'll pull you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the wrong answer is if you trust Conrad.
Yeah.
And then you land on there, and then so it's basically you and the pilot is like quietly sobbing because he knows what's happening before you do.
And then it's like a slave to the robot machines forever until you die. Because you're a meat bag.
Which this whole branch of the storyline was also the president branch, right? So if you talk to the president about, hey, I want to stop war, the president's like, right on, man. Hey, by the way, let's shoot you into space. And then you're like, okay. And then this exact same thing happens.
Yeah.
Oh, they wanted to maximize the usage of this space program. Okay.
Right. Well, reduce, reuse, recycle. That's sometimes it's the philosophy of these books.
Well, it's definitely one of the cooler storylines, you go to space and stuff. So it makes sense that they would want to give you multiple ways to get there.
But this one, in general, I think this is a good way, branch to end on, because I felt that this kind of encapsulates the book in a nutshell, where it's like there's no real like center to the book, kind of like how you were explaining before. It's just kind of a little bit of a hodgepodge, this book.
Yeah. I did like having Nera Vivaldi come back in. She got to use her interspecies communication stuff, because we do get to go and talk to dolphins. Conrad talks to the dolphins for you, and the dolphins are like basically like, it's so cold and dark down here. Everything is awful. It's like the most depressing thing.
They have depression, that's for sure.
The dolphins have clinical depression, and he talks to them, and it's just like nothing but sadness.
Well, I know a guy who can talk to them.
They're very
Count Chocula can talk to them, and
oh my gosh, right? We've got a good therapist.
Percy has to explain to dolphins what chocolate is. So
and vampires.
It's gotta be a long road for sure.
Dolphins would love chocolate, I feel like.
Dolphins are the type of species that would absolutely go to war for chocolate, I think. If they discovered what it was, there would be a dolphin.
Yeah. They're very smart.
Dolphins would find a way to use chocolate for evil, that's for sure. We probably shouldn't tell them about chocolate.
I was like, I wanted to do more with her. She was awesome. And the stuff that you got to do with Dr. Hopstern is basically getting lost in like a foreign country that's on the brink of civil war.
Yes, and it's basically like the same as like the millionaire storyline, where it's like, hey, we're just gonna use Conrad to make money, and it's gonna go bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the bleakest storyline for sure.
It was very, very dark. So yeah.
So Hannah, Russell, what did you think of this one?
I love it. I do appreciate being put in the story, and it is such an immersive experience. Absolutely no fourth wall whatsoever. And I'm joking, obviously. Like but it was fun. I really thought that this was a fun one.
Very nice.
I like Conrad as a concept. He just was so cool to look at, and the idea, but I had expectations of where things could go and what kinds of weird things could happen. A lot of the paths are kind of similar. You know, it's like I really thought you open the book and they're like, okay, this is this AI computer, but there's a lot of variability in these things. So actually, it could be like this, or it could be like this. And I thought, okay, there's going to be an evil Conrad in some storylines. There's going to be a dumb Conrad. Generally speaking, the AI was presented as a good and helpful and not something you should be scared of in any way thing, which in our current climate, I think is problematic.
Right. And I was worried that a book that has 118 pages would seem kind of limited in scope, but there's a lot of variety.
Yeah, that's kind of what's fun about these. But that's also, like I said, do you ever really feel like you finished reading it?
Right.
Because, I mean, we've all read so many paths of this now. And did we ever get every path? I don't think I've read every path in any Choose Your Own Adventure book. So
there are 22 possible endings. Did you guys have a favorite?
In this one, no. Which is usually not a good thing.
Yeah.
And I think the reason for that is because Conrad kind of mostly like fixes everything for you by the end. And so, yeah, you're kind of just at the whims of Conrad. And
except for the ending where you have a supercomputer in your brain.
Yes. I never got to that. I saw the pictures, but I never got to that.
I do think the most fun almost death was the one where I almost got crushed to death by the robot because I thought it was so funny. And you get over there and you're like, bro, what was that? And he's like, I was just messing with you. I knew what I was doing the whole time.
You're like a dog trying to read a book, like I said before.
Well, we'd love to leave a little bit of time to talk about your podcast a little bit more.
Yeah. Yes, the elevator pitch. We are getting down and wordy, where we take a popular song or less popular song, depending on the day. And we choose an etymological concept that is associated with the lyrics of that song. And we discuss the evolution of the English language from there. And we also talk about Eurovision a bit.
Awesome.
I was telling my wife about your podcast, and she was like, oh, that sounds like a podcast I might actually like. Insinuating that it's like, oh, I don't want to listen to your podcast, but this podcast sounds fun.
Yeah, my girlfriend doesn't listen to my podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's understandable.
Like a typical thing that happens.
My sibling listens to our podcast whenever they're going, doing like long drives, because it is a very long drive podcast. Mm-hmm. But they mostly listen to it because they like Russell. So
oh yeah, Russell is hilarious on the show.
Right? He's great.
Yeah, we're trying to make like a chat. It's like, to describe it, it sounds very like intellectual and dense, but we're trying to make like a chatty, you don't have to pay that much attention.
Well, it's a great blend of both. Personally, I like more fun podcasts, and my wife likes more like intellectual podcasts. And I think it's a good meeting of the two.
Aw, shucks! Thank you so much. We're about to record our 100th podcast in this next couple weeks.
That's true.
I know. Yeah. We're so excited.
It's exciting.
Mm-hmm. And it's also like, it's a good podcast to kind of like dip in and like kind of flip around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
What I also love about your podcast is you cover like a wide variety of music. Like there's a Metallica episode I saw, but you also have like modern stuff like Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of fun.
It's really fun because you can kind of be like, I don't know, maybe I want to try this one, or bop around and stuff.
Mm-hmm. The first episode I listened to was the Ace of Base one. I really recommend that one.
That one's awesome.
It's funny, but it's also really informative and a little scary. And then I heard Ace of Base in Coles, and I was like, oh no, you'll never hear it the same way again. So yeah, I'm really liking the show.
And we love your podcast. It is so much fun, for sure.
Really great podcast.
I feel like librarians are a natural evolution to podcaster.
Yeah, which is why all the famous podcasts you hear about, Joe Rogan, whatever, they're all hosted by librarians.
Joe Rogan, famous librarian.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that about him. Started out as a librarian.
Honestly, he could use a librarian on his show to fact check.
So right.
I don't volunteer, but
sounds like you are.
I'm not. I'm just saying. But I recommend your show to people all the time, and so
thank you.
So I was so excited that you guys were willing to come on. Thank you so much.
Oh, we had so much fun. I appreciate this. Thank you.
I also have The Secret of the Universe pulled up on ChatGPT if anyone wants to know.
Nice. Tell me.
So there was a point where is it Vivaldi? She asks, "Are you smarter than blah 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 computer?" And so I decided to ask ChatGPT, "Are you smarter than the blah blah blah?" But of course, it was not an entertaining answer. I don't know what computer you're talking about.
But what does ChatGPT say?
There's 4 different things. It's philosophically, it might be seen as a search for purpose and understanding where the meaning is something we create rather than something intrinsic. Religiously, different faiths offer different answers, with many suggesting that the universe is part of a grand design, often pointing to a creator or higher power. And scientifically, the universe might be viewed as a vast, complex system governed by laws of physics, where meaning is not inherent, but is something humans assign as we search for knowledge, order, and connection in the cosmos. In a more existential sense, the meaning could simply be to experience life, explore our consciousness, and form connections with others. Ultimately, the meaning of the universe might be a deeply personal interpretation, one that we each discover and redefine through our own lives and experiences.
Wow.
Boring.
It should be something funny like live fast or something, right?
That's like the Google AI answer, probably.
That's not making it on the podcast.
Thank you so much.
It's awesome.
Bye, guys.
Well, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you.
Thanks, you too.
Well, let's get to our housekeeping really quick while you're on your phone and very invested in what I'm about to say. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our podcast on the podcatcher of your choice so you can stay on top of recent episodes. If you can rate us 5 stars on any platform you use, like either Apple Podcasts or Spotify or Pocket Cast or anything that lets you rate. Again, it really helps out the show grow a little bit. You can follow us on Instagram, and Abby will post some of the art that we were referencing. You can email us at chooseyourbookclubpodcast@gmail.com. If there's something that we missed, if there is a book you're looking forward to, or if you just want to say hi, you can also do that on Instagram. You'll probably
want to say bye.
Don't do that. That's mean.
No, Okay, I was kidding.
I don't know if you were. You can go onto Redbubble, and we have our shirts there. We have stickers with our logo and other fun stuff. I think that about wraps it up for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Our next book is going to be number 40, The Throne of Zeus.
You.
And so, yeah, that one's definitely seems different from what we've been reading. So
yeah, we haven't really had a mythology one.
Yeah, so genuinely interested to see how that one turns out.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for tuning in today, everybody. And of course, thanks to Getting Down and Wordy for joining us today. Make sure you check them out, obviously.
Mm-hmm. And
we'll see everybody next time. My name's Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
And bye. Bye. I stole your thing.
Bye.